Hello guys, a very warm welcome back to our channel. In previous video, we have discussed up to a meristematic topic. In this video, we are going to discuss about a permanent tissue. So guys, before going to discuss about a permanent tissue, let us have a look of this pic which I am showing here. So guys, basically our plant tissue divided into meristematic region as well as permanent region. So try to understand one thing, what is a meristematic tissue or a meristematic region, where the cells are present very active in condition, which divide rapidly. That region and that portion is said to be a meristematic region or a meristematic tissue. So guys, a meristematic region basically presence of three parts in a plant, like apical portion and also lateral portion. So this lateral portion are further divided into two types, like intercalary position and also a secondary portion. So guys, this is about a meristematic tissue. Let us have a look about a permanent tissue. So guys, after division, cells get modified. So that condition is said to be a permanent condition. So permanent tissue consists of two types of tissues. That is, one is simple as well as complex. So here it is. Another is complex. So guys, a simple tissue, when we can say a simple tissue, so guys, try to understand. Simple tissue, a group of cells are made up of a tissue na. So that group of cells need to show the same function, then only we can say it is a simple tissue. So basically the simple tissues in plants are parenchyma, collenchyma as well as sclerenchyma. So what about complex tissue? A group of cells are together form a tissue and they performs different functions. Then we can say that tissue as a complex tissue. Basically in plants there are two types of complex tissues are present. One is xylem, another is phloem. So you all know the function of the xylem, conduction of water to the plants. What about phloem? Conduction of the food to the plant. So in xylem consists of tracheids cells as well as vessels, and xylem parenchyma as well as xylem fibers. So in phloem, sieve tube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers are present. So this is an outer look or just an outline to the today's our concept. So guys, we have seen outer look. So this is the continuation for that. So a permanent tissue, guys, cells of a permanent tissue do not generally divide further. So that undivided cells are, we can say it is a permanent tissue. So guys, a permanent tissue have all cells are similar structure and function is said to be a simple tissue. If they are having a many different types of cells, then we can say it is a complex tissue. So move on to simple tissue. So guys, simple tissue basically composed of parenchyma. Simple tissues are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So parenchyma forms a major compound within the organ. I had told you earlier. So it is a major compound to the organs. So organs are generally made up of parenchyma cells. So they may observe generally present in isodiametric in structure. You may observe this is a picture here, which is an isodiametric in condition, or maybe in oval. You may observe in this pic very clearly. Some are present like a oval and some are polygonal and some are elongated in shape. So like that a parenchyma tissue will like that. So guys, the major functions is very important. Functions to this parenchyma cells is photosynthesis, storage as well as secretion. So this is important to note, because the functions are mostly questions arises to the functions based on function, like a comparative questions. So it is generally thickened cell wall is present, so you have to remember. Generally the parenchyma is made up of cellulose, remember that point also. So guys, let's move on to collenchyma. So collenchyma cells occurs in the layers below the epidermis. So guys, mostly in dicotyledon cells, we have discussed about a dicotyledon plants. So in that plants mostly it is present below the epidermis. So we will discuss about anatomy. So how the dicotyledon anatomy is there, and also monocotyledon anatomy. So here epidermis is just a layer which is present outermost layer to this dicotyledon plants is said to be epidermis. So below that cells, so collenchyma cells are usually present. So it is found in homogeneous layer or in patches. So it just like present like a similar layers as are also patches type. So basically guys, it is a thickened, so cell wall is thickened at corners. So you may observe in this pic, here observe in this pic P. So you can observe here like a thickened at corners due to deposition of cellulose. So guys, here there is a difference between parenchyma as well as collenchyma. We will discuss. We have discussed about parenchyma, where it is body is made up of cellulose, but it is not a thickened end. It is a thin wall. Whereas in collenchyma, it is an thickened. Why it is a thickened? Due to deposition of cellulose at that part. So here the deposition of cellulose is occur. That's why it is very thickened. So and also hemicellulose is present, which is also pectin is present. So our deposition of all these are occurred. That's why it is a thickened form. It's just formed like a thickened. So collenchyma cells, guys, are maybe oval or spherical or polygonal or often contain a chloroplast. So this is the nature of this collenchyma cells. So these cells assimilate food, which can so it can prepare their own food due to presence of chloroplast. So chloroplast is a photosynthetically active pigment. We all know about it. So if you don't know, so don't bother about it. I will discuss about in the next chapters in a very detailed manner. So guys, so generally if anyone don't know about a chloroplast, so don't bother. So chloroplast cells are nothing but photosynthetically active cells which prepare the food for plants. So the cells consist of a chloroplast. So intercellular spaces generally absent. Remember guys, parenchyma cells space is present here, where in collenchyma cells space is not present. That is an absent in condition. So they provide mechanical supports to the growing parts of the plant, such as young stem as well as petiole of the leaf. So we had discussed about a leaf anatomy, leaf structure in morphology topic. So if you not went to that, just have a look in that video. So this is about collenchyma, guys. So let's move on to sclerenchyma. So guys, sclerenchyma consists of a long and narrow cells, a thick and lignified cell wall having a fewer numerous pits. So you may observe in this pic, see, it is a fiber. You may see the pits, and between the gaps is said to be a pit. So guys, there may be numerous pits, maybe in pits. So on basis on various forms and structure and development, sclerenchyma may be for either fibers or spheroids. So basis on the form and structure, they are divided into fiber as well as scleroids. So what it means, you may observe in fiber where the structure is looking like another, where if you compare with scleroids, so scleroids in another type. So guys, this is about, there is a two types of form are present in this sclerenchyma. So that is fibers as well as scleroids. So fibers, let's talk about fibers. Fibers are a thick walled elongated pointed cell wall. You may observe in this pic. So it is look like that. So generally in various part. So guys, scleroids are spherical, oval or cylindrical, having a dead cell with various narrow cavities, which is said to be a lumen. So lumen is nothing but a space between that cells is said to be a lumen, guys. Don't be confused. Lumen is nothing but a narrow cavity which is present inside the cells. So they commonly found in the fruits of walnuts. So guys, walnuts are nothing but you may eat, have like a pulp of the fruits like guava, pear, sapota, seed like seed coats of legumes. All this is said to be a fruit walnuts. So the position where it occurs is these sapota as well as coats of legumes and leaves of teas. So remember this point, directly question may arise. Leaves of teas consists of what type of simple tissue? The question may arise like this. So that is about a simple tissue, guys. In this, it is a complex tissue when we can say complex tissue. So guys, don't be confused. So complex tissue made up of more than one type of cells. So remember this point, it is very like a unique structure, unique point to note. So this works together as a unit. So these different types of cells which are present in the tissue, so they together form an unit. A unit is nothing but a part. So xylem and phloem constituent called as complex tissue, which I told you in outlook diagrammatical representation. So let's talk about xylem. So xylem, guys, a conducting tissue for water, I have told you earlier. So where from it? So where water? So generally we know plants consist of xylem as well as phloem, which is said to be a complex tissue. So xylem, what is the function of xylem? To conduct the water. So from where to where? From roots to stem and also leaves. So this is the only pathway which transport water from roots to till the tip of the leaves. So very important guys, and please note this point. So it also provides a mechanical strength to the plant parts. It composed of four different kinds of elements like tracheids as well as vessels, xylem fibers as well as xylem parenchyma. So guys, basically gymnosperms lack of vessels. So remember this point. We have discussed we have discussed about xylem, how many types of elements are present. Usually tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers as well as xylem parenchyma are present. So whereas in gymnosperms we have discussed about a plant kingdom, in there we have discussed about gymnosperms, and also here we are going to discuss about gymnosperms, like where the vessels are absent in condition in gymnosperm. Gymnosperms are nothing but a naked seeded plants is said to be gymnosperms. So guys, these naked seed plants where the vessels are absent in condition in xylem. So remember, please remember this point. And tracheids, let us discuss about tracheids, which is the second most part. So guys, so tracheids are elongated or tube-like cells, are thickened, lignified, and trapping ends. They are dead with or and without protoplasm. So guys, basically this is the tracheid. So tracheids doesn't consist of a protoplasm. So it is a dead in tissue. We can also say this is a dead shell. So inner layers of this cell wall have a thickening with various forms. So you may observe in inner walls. So it is like a thickened. So tracheids and vessels are the main water transporting elements. So if any question occurs like this, what are the main water transporting elements in an xylem tissue, or you may say like complex tissue? So no doubt it is about tracheids as well as vessels. So vessels are long cylindrical tube-like structure made up of many types of cells, which is said to be a vessel membrane. So there is no confusion, I think so. So each with a lignified wall and larger central cavity is present. So this is about vessels guys. Let's move on to, sorry, here one important point is vessels also devoted of protoplasm, which means a presence of devote is nothing but presence of a protoplasm, whereas in tracheids there is a no protoplasm is not present in tracheids, whereas in xylems protoplasm is present. So vessel membranes introduced through purification in their common walls. So what does it mean? So basically tracheids as well as vessels are just a closed condition, whereas tracheids has no function. So that's why the function weight it doesn't have na. So this function is maintained by these vessels because of presence of protoplasm. So just remember like that, better to understand. So let us discuss about the xylem fibers guys. Xylem fiber have a thickened wall and obligatory central lumen, which is central lumen is just like an large in condition guys. So it may be separate or aseptate. Separate means a branched condition, aseptate means unbranched. So guys, xylem fibers, what is the xylem xylem parenchyma? What is meant by xylem parenchyma? So xylem parenchyma cells are living and thick walled. Their cell walls are made up of cellulose. So we have discussed about a parenchyma topic. In that topic we have in that concept we have discussed about a parenchyma is made up of cellulose. Same here, xylem parenchyma also made up of cellulose. Storage food materials are like starch and fat. So other substances like tannins. So radial condition of the water takes place through this parenchyma cells. So guys, this is all about xylem. We will discuss about phloem right now. So before going to that phloem, we have to discuss about one more important point to the need. So guys, here it is. What is meant by protoxylem? So basically primary xylem consists of two types of cells like protoxylem as well as metaxylem. What is meant by protoxylem? So first formed primary xylem element is said to be a protoxylem. So if anything xylem formed at first formation of the xylem, which is said to be a protoxylem. What is meant by metaxylem? Later formed to the primary xylem is said to be a metaxylem. It may be one or many. So in stems like protoxylem lies towards center. So this point is very important guys. If a protoxylem which is present towards the center, like in pith part, that and metaxylem is lies towards in periphery. Periphery is nothing but at ending. If you just think like this, if you just think like this, it is a circle. If a protoxylem present at this center, This is called protoxylem, where present center, and periphery, which is nothing but a last or ending part where metaxylem is present. So this condition is said to be a end arch condition. So try to understand. So let's move on to exarch. What is meant by exarch? Just vice versa to that end arch. So what is mean? In roots, basically in roots. Remember this, it is in shoot, in this it is in roots, where the protoxylem lie towards periphery, which I shown you, and metaxylem lies towards the center. So such arrangement is said to be exarch. So remember guys. So let's move on to the phloem part. So guys, basically transport of food materials is generally occurs to this phloem. So we all know about it. So this is the point. So basically it composed of sieve tube elements, companion cells, as well as phloem, parenchyma. So these are the parts which it consists of, and also for phloem consists of phloem fiber. So guys, basically gymnosperms lack of, which means they doesn't consist of sieve tube elements and also companion cell. Why? It is just replaced by, means a sieve tube elements in that place, sieve tube element place consists of sieve cells. In place of companion cells, it comes in gymnosperms consists of albuminous cells. So that's why it is lack of sieve tube elements as well as companion cells. So let's move on to the sieve tube elements. So guys, sieve tube elements are generally long tube-like structure, longitudinal arrangement. We all know about it, so no need to discuss about much more about sieve tube elements. So their end walls are perforated with the sieve tube elements. So guys, this is one of the important point to note. So guys, a mature sieve tube element possesses a periphery cytoplasm and a larger vacuole, but where the nucleus is not present. So this is one of the important point to note. So sieve tube elements where the it just does not consist of a nucleus. So how the functions will take place? If there is a nucleus, then it may control the entire cell, but in place of nucleus, it's absent in the sieve tube elements. So the companion cells where the cells are present, like a nucleus is present. So this companion cell nucleus just maintain with the maintain this sieve tube elements function also. So here it is given like this. Companion cells are specialized parenchyma cells, which are closely associated with the sieve tube elements. Sieve tube elements and companion cells are connected by a pit field, which are present between the common longitudinal walls. So that's why it just maintain. So here it is, the maintain the pressure gradation in the sieve tube elements due to presence of a nucleus in here. So guys, let us discuss about phloem parenchyma. What is meant by phloem parenchyma? So basically it is made up of a tapering and cylinder, like a dense cytoplasm is present and nucleus is also present. So cell wall composed of cellulose as also pit, plasma desmata exists between the cells. So this is about phloem parenchyma guys. Let us discuss about phloem fiber. So guys, phloem fibers are made up of sclerenchymatous guys, and generally present absent in primary phloem. What is meant by primary phloem? First formed phloem. So it is about phloem fiber. So basically there are two types of primary phloems are present. First formed primary phloem is said to be a protophloem, which we have discussed in the xylem part, like primary as a protoxylem, like that here also primary phloem you can also say that protoxylem. Same to that, later formed phloem has a bigger sieve tube elements, which is said to be a metaxylem. So first formed one consists of a narrow sieve tube elements, whereas in next formed one there consists of a bigger sieve tube elements. So this is about today's class guys. If you like the video, just give a like and share, and please do subscribe guys. See you in the next video.